Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. So here I'm going to start a new chapter, that is class 1 science states of matter. Well, here when I look at the state title states of matter, states of matter. Well, before going for different states of a matter, yes, we should aware about what is meant by matter. We know that matter is nothing but, yes, what it is the anything that has a definite mass and occupies some space. ಯಾವುದಕ್ಕೆ ಮ್ಯಾಟರ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ? Anything that has a definite mass, it should bear a definite mass and it should occupy some space, is referred as a matter. Well, here when you look around, say consider the table and chair. Is it not a matter? Yes, they are matter itself because they have a definite mass. Table as well as chair both have definite mass and they are going to occupy certain space in this universe. Therefore, table and chair can be treated as a matter. So what I mean to say is, how we are going to say matter? Yes, matter is nothing but anything in this universe if it has a mass. Two characteristics for a matter: that matter should bear certain mass and it should occupy some space in the universe. Anything which has a mass and occupies some space, then it is called as a matter. Well, the simplest examples I can consider is table and a chair are the examples for a matter. Now consider a glass of water. Can I say it is a matter? Yes, it is a matter itself. Okay, and a balloon, a parachute balloon filled with a gas, certain gas. So it is also matter itself because all they have a definite mass and they are going to occupy certain space in the universe. Therefore, they are referred as a matter here. Well, now if we consider common forms of a matter. Yes, we already considered the classification of a matter in previous sessions. Well, here common forms means, yes, based on physical characteristics, matter can be classified into solids, liquids and gases. Well, here properties, based on which property we are going to categorize these forms of a matter means, that is, when I consider the property, first and foremost property is shape, definite shape. Well, if I concerned about shape of these three different forms of a matter, yes, solids have definite shape, liquids, they do not have definite shape, gases, yes, they also do not have a definite shape. Means, how we can distinguish here the one form of matter from another means, is one of the parameter we can consider is it is about shape. Yes, solids have a definite shape, a state of a matter which has a definite shape, but liquids and gases, they do not have definite shape. Okay, they take the shape of a container where it is placed. Then coming to the volume, specific volume, or I can say simply volume. Yes, solids have definite volume. Okay, solids have definite volume. Coming to the liquids, yes, liquids also have a specific volume, or I can say definite volume. But what about gases? Yes, gases do not have a specific volume because gas is a continuous changing quantity in the universe. The quantity of gas continuously changes, therefore they do not going to have definite volume, or I can say specific volume. Well, here what we can notice with respect to shape and volume is solids have definite shape and definite volume. Liquids, they do not have definite shape but they have definite volume. Gases, they neither have definite shape nor a definite volume. So two characteristics. Even we can consider intermolecular forces of attraction, IMFOA, intermolecular forces of attraction among the particles in case of solids, liquids and gases. Well, if I consider intermolecular forces, in case of solids, it is very high, very strong. Therefore, particles in a matter that is in solid state, they exist very closely to one another. Particles are very tightly arranged. The reason for it is because of very high intermolecular forces of attraction. That is, in case of solids, that intermolecular force of attraction is very high. Therefore, particles are tightly arranged, closely packed. Okay. Well, if I consider the liquid state of a matter, what about particles? We say particles are loosely arranged. Particles are loosely arranged. The purpose of saying loosely arranged is it is because of that intermolecular force. Well, compared to solids, in case of liquids, that intermolecular forces of attraction is weak. Okay, less than solids. Therefore, particles are loosely arranged here. Okay, particles are loosely arranged in case of liquids. Then if I consider gaseous state of a matter, again compared to solids and liquids, it is very weak. That intermolecular forces of attraction among the particles is very weak. Therefore those particles are, how they are arranged? They are freely arranged. So in case of solids, intermolecular forces are very high. Therefore particles are tightly arranged or closely arranged. In case of liquids, that intermolecular force of attraction is weak, so particles are loosely arranged. And in case of gases, that intermolecular force of attraction is very weak, therefore particles are freely arranged here. So it is one more characteristic property of a solid, liquid and gases. Okay, first I considered about volume, that is shape, then we considered volume, and third thing we considered about IM, intermolecular forces of attraction. So shape concerned, solids have definite shape, liquids they do not have definite shape, gases also do not have definite shape. Then volume concerned, yes, solids have definite volume, liquids also have a definite volume, but gases they do not have a specific volume or definite volume. Then compared to intermolecular force of attraction, solids it is very strong, liquids weak, and in case of gases it is very weak. Okay, well, then if I consider packing of, or I can say in turn arrangement of particles in case of solids, liquids and gases. Well, what we said, because of very strong intermolecular force of attraction, particles are, say, closely arranged, tightly arranged in case of solids. Then in case of liquids, those particles are loosely arranged, and in case of gases, particles are very loosely arranged, or I can say freely arranged. Okay, so based on intermolecular force of attraction, if I consider packing of particles in case of solid, liquid and gases, yes, in case of solids, particles are closely arranged, liquids loosely arranged, gases very loosely, or even we can say freely arranged. Okay, it is regarding packing of particles in case of different forms of a matter. Well, when you look at the packing of the particles, see here, say they fix it in a definite geometry, therefore we say they have a definite shape. Coming to the liquids, say particles they specified in a definite volume, they are present in a fixed volume, therefore we say yes they have a specific volume, definite volume. But coming to the gases, yes, they do not fit into the specific volume or definite volume. Okay, well, now if we consider solid state, liquid state and gaseous state, yes, what are the things to be recalled here? Say consider ice. Ice has definite, ice has a definite volume, ice has a definite volume, it has a definite shape, and what about intermolecular forces of attraction? It is intermolecular forces of attraction is high, is one state of a matter, therefore we consider is a solid state. Well, compared to water, that is ice to water, water here it has a definite volume, it has a definite volume, but what about shape? The water do not bear a definite shape, it just take the shape of a container. Means what I am saying here, yes, water has a definite volume, specific volume, but not definite shape. Then what about intermolecular force of attraction? It is somewhat less compared to ice, therefore which state it is? It is the liquid state of a matter. Then Coming to water vapors, that is steam, water to water vapors. Water vapors here, yes, neither do not have definite shape nor definite volume. Therefore, which state it is? It is the gaseous state of a matter. So in case of ice, particles are tightly arranged, water loosely arranged. In case of steam, water molecules are freely arranged. If I consider each circle as a water molecule, say they are away from one another. Okay. Well, now say just one more animation we can analyze here. Say solids, so particles are tightly arranged. Then coming to liquids, so particles are loosely arranged. That intermolecular forces are less compared to solids. Then coming to the gases, so particles are freely arranged. They are move away from one another. Okay. Well, say force of attraction, if I consider, say they attract with one another. The particles, they have a mutual attraction with one another. So in case of solids, they tightly arranged, closely arranged, but liquids, intermolecular force of attraction is less, therefore their particles are loosely arranged. And in case of gases, say intermolecular forces of attraction, intermolecular force of attraction is very low, therefore particles are freely or very loosely arranged. Okay. Well, then coming to the one more property by which we can distinguish solid, liquid and gases is the density of the respective forms of a matter. Say here, density of solid is very high. Okay, density of solid is very high. Then coming to liquids, the density of liquid is less than solids, and coming to gases, it is the least. So among three states of a matter, which state has highest density means it is the solid state, lowest density is the gaseous state of a matter. Okay, we considered shape, then we considered volume, thereafter I considered intermolecular forces of attraction. Now we are talking about density. So density, which state is going to have highest density? It is the solid state of a matter, and the least will be gaseous state of a matter. Okay, so on comparison, so solids have high density, liquids have density which is less than their solids, and gases have least density. Okay. Then do you know how many other forms of matter exist other than the three states? These are the only three states? No. Answer is no. Yes, there are other states of a matter exist in the universe. Yes, it includes, okay, one is plasma state, the fourth state of a matter. Next one, Bose-Einstein condensate state, then fermionic condensate state, quark condensate state, colloidal state. So these are the different states of matter other than three states: plasma, Bose-Einstein, fermionic, quark and colloidal states. Okay, these are the other forms of a matter which also exist in the universe. But the most common forms we can analyze, we can study are solid, liquid and gaseous states of a matter. Okay. Well, just consider one or two MCQs here. The solid has, look at the options: fixed shape, fixed volume, both and none of these. Yes, if we consider solid state of a matter, yes, they have a definite shape as well as definite volume. Therefore, what will be the answer? Option is C. Both. They have fixed shape and fixed volume. Then coming to one more question, the intermolecular forces of attraction means IM, intermolecular forces of attraction among the gas molecules is. So where it is very high, in case of solids, intermolecular force of attraction is very high, then liquids, then a gaseous state. So among these three states, gaseous states, they are going to have very least intermolecular forces of attraction. Okay. Well, look at the options: A strong, B weak, C very weak and D none of the above. Yes, on comparison here, strong means it is in case of solid, weak means it is in case of liquid, then very weak means it is in case of a gases. So then what is the option here? Option is C. Well, so it's about a brief introduction about states of a matter. Yes, if I consider states, how many states? We can consider the three major states of a matter. They are solid, liquid and gases. Well, in the next session, we are going to deal about gaseous states of a matter. Well, thank you.